Hey friends, thanks once again for tuning into the TCS Digital Connect. We hope you're finding our podcast series useful and informative.
Dear listeners, welcome to another episode of TCS Digital Connect. We are back with another episode of special career series of TCS Digital Connect. In this episode, we would be discussing an important aspect of interview process, which is soft skills. During the interview process, we have observed that students prepare well for the technical knowledge, but they don't focus on soft skills needed for an interview process, due to which they could not clear the interview process. So, to overcome those, we have invited another campus recruitment expert to guide you for the soft skills. So, for today, we have Mrinalini with us, who leads Mumbai campus team. She would be sharing some tips with you so that you should not commit any mistake during the interview process. Welcome, Mrinalini, to TCS Digital Connect.
Thank you, Nishant. It's my pleasure to be a part of the podcast series.
Interviews for TCS NQT has already started for the test cleared students. So campus folk would have buckled up for their preparation. They have started the process. Student would also be preparing for their interview process. So any tips you would like to give to students for their interview process, Pranali?
Yes, Nishant, absolutely. It is always scary for the first time candidate to appear for an interview for a job, particularly when the employer interacts with the candidate on a face to face platform. But now that we are doing an online process, there is nothing that the candidate needs to worry about because an online interview is similar to a face to face interview itself. But obviously, there are some exceptions, and the candidate needs to prepare well before appearing for an online interview. Therefore, an adequate preparation for the interview is required so that the candidate is confident and is comfortable while answering.
I hope students listening to this podcast would listen to Mrinalini and follow what she has said. So, Mrinalini, as I mentioned earlier, students prepare well for their technical portion of the interview, but they don't focus on soft skills required in an interview. So, any soft skills list, or you can say any soft skills, important soft skills you want students should focus on during the interview process?
Yes, Nishan. Other than the technical round, the candidates should also focus on many other things. I will list down few of the things, especially the soft skills that are really important. So, first and foremost, knowing about the company that they are getting interviewed for is of utmost important. Also, the other thing is they should not sound very or overconfident while answering the questions. They should get to know themselves better before going into an interview process. They should also know about their competency as well as transferable skills. Competency skills are the skills matching your job profile, and transferable skills are those which are acquired through different jobs. Like students sometimes participate in a lot of extracurricular activities and build up on those skills. So, those are also very important that comes across during the soft skill process of the interview. They should be clear about what they want to achieve in life, about their career objective. It will keep them focused on the day of the interview. And on the D day, relax, be comfortable, and wear a smile. And voila, you will definitely crack the interview process.
Thanks, Pranali, for giving us such lists so that student can focus on. So they should also jot down these skills and these soft skills so that they can focus in the interview process. So another thing I would like to ask Mrinalini, so any soft skills students should focus in the current virtual interview process, like things have changed from the face to face to virtual. So any specific thing you want to list for the students?
That's a good question, Nishan. So, since hiring managers often use interview to gauge interpersonal as well as soft skills of the candidates, there are definitely some tips for them to prepare for this remote interview model. Especially this way, they can demonstrate their complete range of collaboration, communication, and creative thinking skills. So, there are few tips that I definitely want to share. First and foremost, check your tone of your voice. So, if you tend to get nervous, especially during or before an interview process, rehearse some of the responses over a call. Remember to breathe, pretend that you're talking to an old friend. This will help you relax your voice and speak more naturally. Second thing is make eye contact. Try to stay engaged with the conversation uh, you for, especially the person that you're speaking to. Obviously, it's not going to be easy on a video call while you are staring into a screen, but the eye contact is very important. So you can look at the camera while you're speaking, and also prepare for behavioral questions, because most of the times what happens is students prepare for technical questions and they don't focus more on behavioral questions. Like, for example, you might get asked, describe a challenge and how you overcame it, or what was the most difficult experience for you while doing engineering. These questions are designed to give the interviewer an insight on how to approach a conflict, and this will especially help you, prepare a story that you can tell the interviewer while you're describing your personal experience. Also, last but not the least, practice with someone. While preparing for a virtual interview, your mock interview will serve two important purposes. It will help you to plan out your answers. Also, in case you're facing any technical glitches that come on the day of your interview, you can practice beforehand just to understand how you can, gauge that situation and come out of it. Practice with your family or friends over a video call. This will also give you an ease on how to handle a technical problem on the day of the interview. So these are some of my go-to tips while thinking about the soft skill part of the interview process.
Thanks, Mrinalini, for sharing such useful tips. So I think students in the audience definitely they are looking forward for your tips and they will utilize these tips and during the interview process. So finally, any message you would like to give to students who would be appearing for their interview process?
I would just like to say this, Nishan, that we know how important it is to not only get a job but get the right job. The kind of a job that grows into a long lasting career that motivates you to come to a job every day. So, this may all feel very foreign to you at the beginning, but practice, practice, and practice some more. You will surely be able to crack it.
Thank you, Mrinalini, for sharing such useful advice. Thank you for connecting with us on TCS Digital Connect.
Thank you, Nishan.
Thank you, friends, for tuning into the TCS Digital Connect. Eager for the next episode? Well, stay safe and stay connected at Campus Commune for more.